Welcome to the newsstand of the hottest new podcast, Opinions 2 Million, with your hosts, Big G, Money Mo, and Shawnee, where we'll be discussing the latest and greatest heat from the culture. Man, did you hear that beat drop? You ain't ready. Let's get straight into it. Opinions to reach 1 million followers, opinions to reach $1 million. New pod dropping every week. I officially welcome you to Opinions 2 Million Podcast. Let the beat rock. I said record to the cloud. All right, the first one went to the cloud. Yes, sir. We're back in it for another one. Welcome. Episode 40. After 40, man, next one we're going to have to take a little hiatus, and then we need to come back with season 2.
Yeah. Might do video. So.
I'm in the studio. I'm dead. But we're back at it. Episode 40. David just got Money Mo. Cam might join in later, but let's go ahead and run down these topics real quick, man. I mean, ain't nothing really to talk about Takeoff, but we got Takeoff. Should the rappers leave the lifestyle after they make it big? The White Lives Matter trademark, man. They said Kanye issued an apology, man. I don't know what that is, man. Twitter been going crazy since they take it over. I mean, since Elon took it over, man. Kyrie Irving got them people disturbed, man. He got them disturbed. They said that wasn't no apology. Yeah. Did you see that trend about Young Maya? She was trending on Twitter. I don't know if it's true or if that's CGI. Right. What's going on with that? And Jake Paul won his fight against Anderson Silva. Man, they said Apple phones ready to switch over to USB-C. We're going to see how that play out. They released 2 people convicted of Malcolm X murder, and they got $26 million from the state of New York, man. Who's your favorite rapper from the 90s, 2010s, 2000s, and 2020s? So far, man, how was your Halloween? And they said the Redskins / Commanders up for sale.
Yep.
The one school shooter got life. Cruz, favorite board game. NFL, it's been like a lot of football fights lately. The Michigan, and then they had a big one in Baltimore against Valley and City. And then Nancy Pelosi's husband getting attacked, man. Let's go ahead and run down these joints real quick. First off, we're going to start off, man. RIP Takeoff, man.
Yeah, RIP, man.
Takeoff. Everybody was saying Takeoff was a quiet one. He didn't really do too much. He was out the way. And from all the videos that you see, like, that's what it's saying. Like, it's just a sad situation. You was chilling and everything. But, you know, there was a situation that happened where Takeoff got fatally shot and died on scene. They said he was DOA when the ambulance got there. And, man, it was just the internet was going crazy and trying to figure out what's going on, man. There was a lot of stories going about saying that, you know, they was arguing over a dice game, and the dice game went bad, and then there's arguments pursued, and then, you know, Takeoff got shot. Since then, a lot of videos have come out with different angles and things of that nature, and, you know, we can kind of break it down, but they definitely wasn't arguing about a dice game. It seemed like in the video, you see Quavo arguing back and forth with somebody over some basketball, and then fighting. And then Quavo's like, all right, let me get out of here before I'm ready to hurt somebody. And then people walk off, and then they say it's a punch, and then shots just start ringing out.
Crazy, man.
Man, Mo, before we break down the joint, what's your whole initial thoughts on the whole joint?
It's crazy how, like, just situations can just transpire off little stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't imagine what's going to do Quavo's head, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. Like, he wouldn't. And it's not even some things where I want to blame him and judging him and stuff like that. It's just like, it's a wake-up call. Like, any day can happen to anybody, because you never know how people's adrenaline are around you over situations, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you just got to watch everything. It's sad, man.
Yeah, that's
the closest friend he had. Yeah.
I mean, at first, you think about it like, everybody was blaming Quavo how the story was coming out first, that it was over the dice and Quavo was heated and he was getting beat. And I heard anywhere between like 7,000 and 17,000 is what's going around that he got ran from. But I mean, you got to understand that like for shows, they getting 100K plus
Yeah.
a show, probably each. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So in the grand scheme of 17,000, if we go with that number, it might be a lot, but that's nothing for them.
That's like
You know what I'm saying?
$70 for us.
Yeah.
Like
So it's like
$150 for it.
for Yo to really be that mad over that, if what was the story, I don't know. But I mean, when you saw the video, you could clearly see that. I mean, while he was escalating, at the same time he did de-escalate and then initiate the walk away, right? Whatever happened when he said, "All right, we out," and they took a couple steps, it's like from there it just went bad.
Right.
And the whole situation, I mean, there should have been some security involved, but you know, they was in Houston. They was with the kids of Jay Prince, and they thought they own the city, man. But that's crazy. I think this is going to put a big stain on Houston, especially the Prince family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to the Houston and like that's what they said. You got to check in with the Prince family. So I'm very sure that that's definitely going to change, that y'all can't even protect people, and then not even that you protecting them from outside threats. The threats coming from inside the own camp. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, that's crazy. But we'll see what happens. Like, more stories coming out. You know what I'm saying? If I'm being too federal, you know what I'm saying? Look like friendly fire could be. I don't know. We'll see.
This man knows something being
like that. Without being too police. It's like that.
I'm dead. But man, a lot of people was getting on my nerves with how they was approaching the stuff, saying about the videos. There was some graphic videos that came out about the killing. And it's like, that's how what the culture is now, man. You've seen it from Capo. You've seen it on Takeoff. You've seen it like all these people that died.
Bond.
Yeah, there's videos that come out of, you know, them bleeding out and all kind of duck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, the people being all outraged about, and one thing I was like, is how can Gillie get on there and be all that outraged about a video and mad, and then not be that angry and mad about the person that actually did the shooting and killing, yo?
Right.
No sense. You yelling at people, spreading the video around. I mean, that's just like one of the things that's just like a guilty pleasure. Like, people don't want to see it, but they're going to look. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's how I tell people. Everybody in this world loves content. You know what I'm saying? It's like, even like I'm saying, even with like, I hate to say, even with like COVID and stuff like that, people love content of any sort. They love entertainment because like with COVID, you know what I'm saying, the whole world was on alert. So it's like, even with videos and stuff, like, I ain't gonna lie, if people don't like it, they don't have to see it. You can press stop. You don't gotta keep playing the video. That's
what everybody that was saying something to me about it, and I was like, did you watch it?
Yeah, exactly.
And then that just stops the conversation. You having all this outrage, you spreading videos. Did you watch it?
Right.
You could have hit stop before it gets to the bloody parts of him on the ground. There's your opportunities. You could have turned that off and be like, oh no, this ain't something from my soul.
Exactly.
I don't need to be watching.
Right. People watch from the front to the
end. Then go out and be mad because other people watch.
Right, exactly. It'd be having, you just look at the views on YouTube, like millions.
And then going on to the next topic, just tied in. It's like a lot of people get on here and they blame rap. What's your thoughts on blaming rap? Do you think it's the music? What do you think is the culture? How do you think it all ties in together?
Yes, I think like I think obviously like with a lot of Black people, like from the start, we don't have like the opportunities that white people have. So like even like people in the hood, like old block, you know what I'm saying, they were locked up from the beginning. As kids, they didn't have no way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when they live that life, that's all they know. They're gonna rap because they see that's the only way to make it out. And they used to that type of style already. So it's like until we can like, I don't know, as Black people, until we can like, I guess, get out those, become more, you know what I'm saying, higher in the classes and stuff like that, it's always going to inspire like killings and stuff like that. Because it's the music that gets you hyped up, you know what I'm saying? It's the music that you play anytime, but I can't blame it, you know what I'm saying, on that's why that situation happened. But it definitely, like, it hypes people up, just like Screamo or Rockwood or white people.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can say like in this situation, I don't think it got nothing to do with rap. Like I
Oh
attribute
yeah, yeah,
the
no, no,
best of the rap if you acting in your rapper capacity. In this
yeah,
case, they was just doing some stuff they shouldn't have been doing, right? He was at a
right,
birthday party. Why are you shooting dice at a bowling alley? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
With
exactly.
thousands and thousands, like why don't y'all go to the casino, right? I don't think that has nothing with being a rapper. I think they thought they was in hands of the alleged
Yeah,
kingpins of Houston, and they thought everything was going to be all
yeah, that's
good,
true.
right? I mean,
Yeah, Eagles got in the way probably.
blaming this on rap and everything. Because I mean, if you try to go in and say, "Oh yeah, rap got all of this," I mean, even Designer's goofy self got on there all crying and stuff.
Right, right.
Oh, he ain't gonna like, it ain't that serious. First of all, you ain't been rapping since Panda dropped. I don't know what you talking about. You quit rap. You quit rap back in
Right.
2016.
That was the first
After,
time I heard about him in a minute.
yeah. So
I
it's
ain't heard
like
about that
all
nigga in a
this, I'm
minute.
done rapping and like, rapping is not killing nobody. It's the
Right, right.
stuff that y'all can't get out the hood. You want to always be in good. You putting yourself in situations. You going like I attribute it. If you go out in rapper capacity, you do an interview. You in the studio. You going to do a concert, and something tries to happen to you. Like what happened over in L.A. What was the rapper in L.A. that when he came off the stage, he got beat up and jumped and
Oh,
died.
dang. Was it is Drake Yo?
Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe.
that really got stabbed and everything.
Yeah, yeah. So I would
Yeah.
attribute that to rap, right? So then we
Right.
could use that and have a conversation about that. But this, they was hanging out like, and you get to a certain level, man. Like they said, the establishment closed. They hanging out front, chilling, right? No, when you get to a
Yeah.
certain level, you go to your venue, you do what you got to do, you leave, right? It ain't no lingering around outside. Like I'm not really saying this because the only reason they was doing all of that because they thought they was in God's hands.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they thought they was protected, like in that sense.
Yeah, all out there, like ain't nobody. So that's what I'm saying. Like I can't
One thing I will
attribute it.
say,
Mhm.
I hate saying the devil's advocate, but I'm gonna play the bad advocate. One thing I will say is like the roots of like some of the drill stuff does give it contributes a little bit, you know what I'm saying, to toughness. I want to say toughness. You know what I'm saying? It's like it all contributes in a certain way that we might not see it. It has its roots. I ain't gonna lie. I can't lie.
Yeah, I would agree. Like I'm not
It
gonna
has its
say
roots.
that
Like
the
I'm not trying to play
music
like
doesn't
race
have
card or nothing.
some. Mhm.
Yeah, but if a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying, like people that don't listen to rap or something like that, doing dice and stuff like that, I don't think situation's gonna escalate like that because they didn't come from a struggle and stuff like that. But that definitely has its roots, I think, the hip hop music. Cause like I mean like drill music straight up. You know what I'm saying? Talk about who you kill and all that stuff, making it seem like it's good to have bodies and stuff. You know, but at the end of the day, it comes down to anger. Anger. You know what I'm saying? The people that shot have adrenaline was pumping, anger was pumping, all types of things. So I can't say that was because of music. They just reacted because their adrenaline was pumping or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot to unlayer. I would agree. Like, I think it has an influence, but I
All
don't
right.
think, I think that's just like the lowest thing on the totem pole, right?
Yeah.
It's like the best apples are at the top of the tree. And why they at the top of the
Right.
tree? Because they're the hardest. Why are they the best apples? Because they're the hardest to get. You see what I'm saying? So I
Right.
feel like saying music is just the easiest thing for everybody to grasp. But
Yeah.
really, there's a conversation that needs to be had, right? These are multimillionaires. Why are they shooting dice and then hanging out? Like,
Right.
why aren't they going to casino? They didn't do all. They got a lot to lose, right? It's all of this, like persona and stuff. And
Yeah, persona,
like,
egos, all that stuff.
and why in our culture it seemed like the gangster culture is black culture? When did we
Right.
adopt that? You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
like you was talking earlier about all that, like I mean that stuff sound good, Mo, but we got more
Which one?
doctors. We got more black doctors than rappers, yo. These people got people to look up to, yo.
Right.
And at a certain time, like this ain't the 1970s where entertainers is ruling. We got more professionals, more black lawyers, more black doctors, more black engineers, more black things that people to look up to than entertainers.
Yeah.
So,
But like
I
I was
mean,
saying, this you know what I'm saying, we had obstacles from when we first got here. So it's like we was placed in, you know what I'm saying, hoods before they became hoods. So we was already started from the ground below. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say like people be like, oh, black people do this. I'm like, we started in the trenches. Like we didn't have a good way, a good foundation to succeed easily. It's always something going on, but it's sad.
Yeah, but that story definitely need a lot of unpacking. There's definitely a lot of layers to it.
Yeah.
And things, but man, we're gonna keep this train moving. And Ye thought he was ready to get out with Candace Owens, sell these White Lives Matter t-shirts, and that joint came to a screeching halt, man. It's two black brothers that own a radio station that went ahead and trademarked the slogan White Lives Matter, man. What's your thoughts on that joint?
Yeah, it was crazy, man. I'm like, somebody was like, he gonna come out with a shirt that says "Stop White Hate." It's funny, man, because it's like I said, the thing with Kanye, it's like, you know what I'm saying, he just says stuff without giving a reason why he's saying it. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously he had a reason behind the White Lives Matter stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's like, you know what I'm saying, it was because he was no sides at BLM organization buying Airbnbs for house parties, not in the money going back to the black community. But nobody saw that. You know what I'm saying? So he just had the white lives and they took it and ran with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I wish one thing of like we talked about last time with the Candace Owens joint. It's right. Like, I wish he would have left all that George Floyd stuff out and just focused on the BLM. Like, what happened with the money? What was misappropriated? What was a dream sold to us and all of that? But all of that, you trying to sneak in that alt-right agenda.
Yeah. When you sneak it in, just messed up. You too big to not let people watch that one part and then take it and run with it.
Yeah. You know and I felt like a lot of
you can't hear the background, can you?
Nah. I feel like a lot of people just didn't even entertain it, that part, because of all the other assertions that she made, right? So
Exactly.
I wish she could have just made it about that. I think it would have been a lot more beneficial and he would have been better off. But yeah, the trademark joint, I mean, that's something people definitely got to look into.
And I don't think he would have actually sold the shirts at this point at like the end right now.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, he probably is reconsidering that, but we'll see what happens because that was a good deal for them brothers. So we'll see if he sold, because if he sold any of the shirts, then they can go after him.
Right.
For compensation, right? For encroachment on that trademark, right? But you know what I'm saying? We like to look into getting
I got to change the words.
Trademark. Another interesting story is when Trump was first running in 20
you heard that too?
That one of his supporters trademarked this slogan. What was it? Make America Great Again?
Yeah. What you say again?
That said that when Trump was running for president.
You talking about that one white lady?
She was
like oh, never mind. I thought you meant the one lady. I was like white pride or something like that.
Nah. Somebody trademarked Trump's slogan, "Make America Great Again." He didn't have it trademarked when he was running for president.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it was one of his supporters, so he trademarked it and then gave him the rights.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it's just something you gotta be cognizant of, man.
Yeah.
They finally got Kanye on there, man. He apologized. He gave a half apology. I don't know what it was, man. He was on there saying that, when I made those statements about George Floyd, I know that hurt my people because my people are going through so much. And then now that I know what it feels like, what they did to have a knee on my neck and all that stuff, man. I don't know what to think. I mean, it's a half apology. I ain't at this point, I ain't pushing for Kanye, but I ain't gonna be actively tearing him down either, right?
Right, exactly. That's my part. Yeah, that's my part. Because obviously, in his heart, Kanye's dad was a black Panther. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. His dad was a Black Panther. Kanye just speaks without thinking. He donated $2 million to George Floyd's family right after he died, but it was like he was you know what I'm saying, on drink chance he was high. He was drinking. He was just thinking, I don't know what he had in the system. Mm-hmm. Did it come out saying he did have that in the system?
I don't know.
if it did have in the system, Kanye just took it and just tried to sneak it in there, but people ran with it. But like you said, man, we tearing a black man down when he's really trying to. We already got the anti-Semitic topic up. No.
Yeah, I mean this ties in with that.
Oh yeah, we're talking about that, but it's like Kanye is like waking up a lot of things because like we said, like when he said slavery was a choice, he didn't get dropped from nothing.
Yeah, that's a fact.
For nothing. Yeah, but even on that topic, man, you know what I'm saying, looking at the Jews when we first started, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the stuff came from Africa, the African regions, stuff like that. So a lot of the Jews, you know what I'm saying, they had darker skin, not like they are today. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, but he can really say like, yeah, the first Jews were black.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think there's a conversation to be had there, and right. I felt like the conversation was had.
It's being like washed. It's being like, yeah.
It was had in good faith. There would be a lot of education, and some of this stuff would stop. Right. But every time you bring it up, it just to be completely chopped off at the head. You know, it's all just going to breed. Like I've been always one of them people that felt like that. You shouldn't be canceling nobody because all you're going to do is put them in a silo where all the information you get is information that you agree with, right? So, I mean, like Farrakhan had the one quote that a lot of people try to twist around, but he was like, you got to hurl stones of truth at falsehood, right? That's how if you people saying things that's incorrect, right? You hurl the stone of truth at the falsehood. So you tell them why this is right and you point it out, right? But just saying, oh, you wrong, you ignorant, you don't know what you're talking about, get away from me, oh, we banning you. Then you're going to go put them in community with people that all they do is think alike. And then that's how they radicalize people.
Right. And that's the thing too, like these people that's interviewing Kanye, they so pressed on content. They're not questioning them. They're not saying, they're like, oh yeah, we agree. No, like Nowhere from Drink Champs. He didn't try to question what Kanye said. He was looking up for the content. We got Kanye. We're gonna get the million views.
And that's when you get into that sellout, man.
Right, yeah, the sellout.
On there clapping and cheesing with them veneers and stuff. Clapping. Like he was worse than them old people they used to have with the big old red lips and stuff on the cartoons back in the 1970s. And 80s and 60s and stuff, dancing and boat dancing and buck dancing and stuff like that.
Clapping it up.
And clapping it up, popping champagne bottles and stuff. This is a clown.
I was like, dude, thinking he about to get $1 million for them views.
Yeah.
He didn't even re-look at the videos. They posted it thinking like, we gotta get this up quick.
Then he running back to Master with his head between his legs the next day, talking about he didn't know what he was doing.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I'm saying, but that's the thing too. It's like, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing too. Because I don't know if he said the Jew stuff in there, but he was like, yeah, I'm the first Jew, so it's not being anti-Semitic when I talk about it. You know, so I do agree he should have singled out people instead of coming at a whole race, because that's like somebody saying, I'm coming at black people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He should have been like, I'm coming at the Jewish doctor. I'm coming at this person individually.
Or he could have just all tied it together based on call them out individually and then say what do they have in common type stuff, right?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think he could have been more strategic in it, but I do think he, for some reason now, he's trying to like use the media and all for like him thinking out loud. It's like,
and it's crazy. Like, yeah, like it's the black people really against him. I'm like, I thought a few black people were gonna be for him. Like, nah, I look on Shade Room, everybody against him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, right now, I'm on the position of, you know, I ain't pushing him, but I ain't going to actively tear him down.
Right, exactly.
We're going to see where this goes, right? So that's what I wish we would take, right? And ain't no need to jump out there and villainize and all of that, because you already know opposite, it don't go like that. When he said slavery, I mean, you know what really got me mad this week, man? I was at work listening to the Flagrant podcast, and black man on there, I think his name Alex or something, going to say the comments that Kanye made on Drink Champs was worse than what he said about slavery being a choice, yo.
That's crazy, bro.
I was dead, yo. After that, I just had to cut it off, and it's like, yeah, they got a lot of y'all. They got a lot of y'all brainwashed, yo. It's brainwashed with fear and they're terrorized, man. I don't know what it is, man. But for him to sit there and say that people sat in bondage and got stolen from the land and whipped and beaten, and
right.
all of that was a choice. And you know, say something about some DEF CON, yeah, I just can't take you serious.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, they making it seem like and this is one thing I understood. When it was Black Lives Matter, immediately All Lives Matter came out quick.
Mm-hmm.
When it stopped Asian hate, what came out after that? You know what I'm saying? Nothing was like stop white hate, stop.
Mm-hmm.
It was like it's specific, you know what I'm saying? Or stop Jew hate or something like that. When it's a black thing, it's already counterparts to go against that.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
So we're gonna keep an eye on the situation with Ye, see what happens with him as it keeps on traversing through this minefield, man. He didn't stepped on every single mine there was.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting now.
Yeah, Elon brought Twitter, man. Elon been going up on Twitter. He said he fired the whole board. He fired the CEO. A lot of people. And he said they ain't getting no severance package. He saved the company $100 million by not paying them no severance. So we're seeing what happens. He making a lot of changes. He said he's trying to charge people $8 a month for a verification badge. I think they would make a lot of money doing that because then you have average people.
That's how you pay content creators. A lot of people that don't know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Mo, did you know that there's only like less than 400,000 people that are verified on Twitter?
That's crazy. Yeah.
I thought it was in the millions when I looked it up, but yeah, I feel like a lot of people would pay $8 a month for a verification.
Exactly.
Right?
As you verify, you should have a little bit of money.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy to see. Like I seen the meme you sent about them spending $8. You already know who that is, millennials spending $8 a day on a coffee, but don't want to put $8 a month for a verification check. So
I mean, what we needed, bro. Mm-hmm. Elon Musk, what we need. It's like, and like you said, a lot of this money gonna be towards paying content creators. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like nobody's getting paid off Twitter. Every other platform has people getting paid off advertising. When it comes to Twitter, nobody's gonna. If you advertise stuff, nobody cares. People care about viral tweets, and that's gonna get people paid. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, you're running a company. Twitter's not gonna shut down because people got to pay $8 a month for verification.
Yep.
Why not make money off something?
Mm-hmm. But everybody thinks he's gonna run Twitter into the ground. But I mean, I think Elon real resilient, smart. I think
he's like what's that one thing? What's that one dude that had that website? Man, he had a startup for it. It was like Instagram, Twitter, all in one.
Fanbase?
Yeah.
So you sleep. Fanbase the spot.
It's still doing it? Yeah, I remember you had the little started the hedge.
But yeah, we're gonna see what Elon does, man. It's gonna be a lot of changes coming up. They said he didn't pull people from Tesla over into the company and everything. So it's a private company. It went from being public to private now. So we're gonna see how he traverses this minefield, and they're gonna have a lot of layoffs and everything.
Free speech, all that, yeah.
Up next, we got Kyrie Irving. And Kyrie Irving, I don't know what happened to him. And people got to him. Him and the team are donating $500,000 to, what do they call it, hate causes and stuff like that. He had a little interview, and the media was pressing him, trying to get him to say he apologized, but he was dodging and sidestepping, saying that, that I didn't mean to offend or hurt anybody. Mo, what's your thoughts?
It's crazy. It's like, it was because he posted a documentary on basically black people being the first Jews.
That's what was on Amazon, right? So they say he promoted it, but the documentary was on Amazon.
Right. And of course, I mean, every movie has like some things that's going to seem like, hey, you could post any movie. You could post a scary movie.
And they didn't even cancel Dr. Seuss books, yo.
Exactly. And it's like, it got the hate, but it's just like, man, you can't. It's a tough group, man, to go against.
Mm-hmm.
But even like the Kanye thing with the Chase Bank, Jeffrey Epstein had accounts in Chase still. You know what I'm saying? They were talking about moving his music from Apple and all that type of stuff. Like, bro, so many people were worse things that he did to have their music up. So it's definitely hypocrisy thing going on. We got to wake up about it.
Yeah, I mean, definitely if you went across the board and looked at it, it wouldn't be a fair distribution, right? You would see what happened from this person doing this and these people doing that, with a whole island with little girls and people flying back and forth and stuff like that, and what he was allowed to do. I mean, but it's all of a position of power, right? And it's not like power with the little p, is power with the capital P. A lot of people think they got power, but they got that little p power, right? What you need is that capital P power. When you say is you know, that's the what goes, right? It ain't no you got to make any additional threats when you give a decision, right? It ain't no question it, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? You got the final say and authority. That's what that capital P power is. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out, man.
It's going to be interesting.
Looks like he ain't standing his ground. Well, we'll see in the next coming weeks if they make him come out and issue a formal apology or not. But
they made him donate $500,000.
Yeah, but he ain't just say sorry yet. You know they want to say that sorry. They want to say that sorry. So we'll keep it moving. Up next, man. I don't know if this is true or not, man, but they say Young Marvin out here running the streets, man.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, Friday, man.
That's wild.
Crazy. I don't know how true that is, though. And then there's a Photoshop.
Yeah, we just had to. We don't got much commentary on it. We just had to bring it to the people. That's wild.
That is crazy.
That's wild. I mean, but she be staying out the way. Like she'll come out, drop a couple joints, and then go back, and then come and drop a couple joints, and then go back. So
exactly.
Up next, man. Jake Paul fought Anderson Silva. How do you think the fight was, man? Jake hit him with a knockdown in the 8th round. Thought it was something slight, man. I think he earned his wings. I think it was a good fight, though. Anderson Silva wasn't easy. There was a couple moments when I thought he had Jake for a second, but it was a decent matchup.
Yeah, and it's crazy, bro. Cause I tell people like, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to boxing, anybody can box. You know what I'm saying. When it comes to like football, not everybody can have football unless you got like the, you know what I'm saying, basketball unless you got the coordination, speed, and everything. Anybody can train for boxing. So I have to put respect on it, because if you train 2 years for boxing, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be competitive. I know it's hard for the people to see, you know what I'm saying, because it's like, oh, he's just a YouTube star. He just topped in the boxing ring. I'm like, bro, anybody can learn boxing. It's just, because there's probably boxers out here that don't even know, but they could beat a lot of these boxers. It's just the fear factor is keeping people away from boxing. But boxing is really just about training. It's like you can train, you can beat it.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Because I mean, I look at it like I understand, but it's like people feel like there isn't people walking around that could hop in the MMA ring and beat some of these fighters with no training, right?
Yeah.
So like, just think that he, just because he was a YouTuber and all of that, that he can't come in and that the stuff is fixed and is rigged and all of that and all of the antics. I mean, I just think it's the older generation that's just like, you know, they just want to push back. So, I mean, I think he's going to keep on coming up. He called out Canelo Alvarez and Nate Diaz. Hopefully that Nate Diaz fight happens, because I think that would be a good one. I think that would be a good test of his skills and everything. He has somebody that's a little younger in age, right, that's known for being a striker, and I think that will, you know, really test him.
Exactly. That's true. Yeah. He's a real deal, man. Yeah.
We're going to keep an eye on him. I'm pretty sure he's going to be back pretty soon with another fight. Man. Apple was real mad, man. They said they had to switch over to that USB-C. The USB-C, ruling came out in the UK and said that all products have to be able to charge with USB-C. They made a legislation and ruling on it.
Crazy.
So people are, I think it's by 2027 that the products have to have USB-C. So they still got a little while, but it's not only USB-C, or they have to wirelessly charge. So a lot of people are saying that Apple is not going to add USB-C to their phones. They're going to just keep on trying to improve that MagSafe and saying maybe that like the next 2 iterations of the iPhone will come with wireless chargers. So by the time that
right, 27, yeah,
that people are used to them and things like that. But you know, Apple is notorious for trying to keep stuff in their ecosystem, right? They want to differentiate
exactly.
their products from everybody else's products, right? So that's why they have the green and blue text messages. That's why they got their own chargers and things like that. And you know, currently they said though that the USB-C is a faster charger than Apple's currently has. So
that's crazy. That's interesting.
So we'll see what's going on. I don't think Apple's going to add that because you know everything charges on USB-C. So that means you can go from Android to Apple. You just seamlessly switch around, and you know they want to sell those extra products and everything. Like even they started taking out the phone bricks and the headphones and everything you used to get with the iPhone out of the packaging and tried to call it on waste and stuff like that. So I mean, there's a lot going on. Most likely, Apple is not going to add USB-C, but they're going to try to get around it by, you know, just going fully wireless with no port. You know, you just have the microphone and the speakers at the bottom of your phone.
I wonder how much money Apple has made off having blue text messages. Not money, but like money that people really like, oh, I can't get out Android just because of that purpose. Probably billions.
Yep.
Because there is a status thing. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Kids get bullied over it in school.
Yeah, you get bullied. And even in my head, I'm like, yo, that's weird. You know, so I can't put you in group chats.
Like, you can't get left out the group chats. How much time? And so,
even with headphones, you even got AirPods. I mean, it's kind of getting more diverse now. But if you had anything else, bro.
Keep it moving, man. There's 2 men, you know, New York that got released recently for the murder of Malcolm X. And they were exonerated, and the city paid them $26 million, man. What's your thoughts, man? There's a lot of conspiracies going around about who killed Malcolm X and all of this stuff. Was he killed by the NOI? Who did it? Why did they do it? Was he killed by the government? I mean, there was a lot going on. You think that was real tumultuous times. And just think about where we would have been as these people like King and Malcolm X was around, man. It would have been crazy.
Exactly. And that's crazy.
It was a Nation of Islam, bro.
No, my goodness.
Who's that, kid?
Yeah.
Yo.
What's up? My fault.
I'm good. Yo, that Malcolm X is like crazy. It's like, even within this, it's like conspiracy, you know what I'm saying? I didn't read up on the dudes, but is there anything crazy about them? Like, is it like how did they get caught for doing it?
Nah, it's nothing. Like, they was part of NOI.
Oh, okay.
They was attending the ceremony. I mean, there was just a lot of chaos, right? You know, he was there giving the speech at the center, and you know, back then you didn't really have cameras and CCTV like that, so it's just eyewitnesses and people saying and pointing fingers and things like that.
That's crazy.
I guess more evidence has came out, and they exonerated them brothers, and they was granted $26 million for their illegal conviction.
How many years they do again?
Huh?
How many years did they do?
They did a minute, man. He wouldn't.
I know.
Over 30 plus.
That's crazy, bro.
Hey.
That's crazy, man.
Well, we're gonna get him into this next one. Who's your favorite rapper of the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and then currently?
Yeah, for me. Oh, you go, Ken.
No, go ahead. I gotta hear yours first. I know Drake on that.
Yeah, it gotta go. I mean, Lil Wayne was younger in the 90s. I go with Lil Wayne, 2010. Lil Wayne / J. Cole. And then that was definitely Drake.
Nah, you wild.
Gary used to like Kanye. For the 90s, dang, that's tough. Probably
for 2000s either. Who you said for 2000?
Lil Wayne.
Oh, so you said Wayne. J.
Wayne.
Cole, and then Drake.
Yeah.
All right, 90s.
Oh, I'll probably go with Nas.
What's yours?
Just valid. 90s. I gotta go probably. I gotta go Tupac. Like I listen to a couple of Tupac songs.
Oh my!
Man, I ain't no super.
Oh my!
Nah, I mean, I ain't no super fan. Like I don't know like every word to every song.
Oh,
but like I feel like he was valid.
Yeah.
You know, I listened to him more than I did Biggie. 2000s definitely Lil Wayne.
Yeah, 100%.
And then 2010s. Honestly, probably Drake. Drake had the 2010s. Like him, Young Money. They definitely had that on lock.
Oh, Gary gonna say Chief, not much.
Nah, I mean Chief had a big ass impact in the 2010s. He ain't like he wasn't the GOAT of it.
Yeah. Before Gary go, and when it comes to the 2000s, I feel like you only got 4 people to choose from. If you're white, Eminem, Jay-Z, Kanye, or Lil Wayne.
Nah, you
can't. Nobody else outside of that.
I'm ready to mess your head up.
Stop it. All right, let's hear it. Sorry.
I ain't picking nobody for the 90s, man. I ain't listening to that stuff.
I'll respect that.
For the 2000s, if you don't respect this, I can't get down with you. I'm picking Bow Wow for the 2000s.
Oh my goodness.
No.
That's a legitimate pick.
Stop it.
But was it Bow Wow? Was it really Jermaine Dupri? You know what I'm saying? He was really. Yeah. I don't know if we really do that with Bow Wow.
Bow Wow for the 2000s. For the 2010s, I'm going Wayne, and for the present, I'm going Young Boy.
I feel like Wayne didn't really have no huge impact in 2010s though. Like he was still hot, but he wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, 2000s hot. Like
why be it's greater? Yeah, why be a scholar here? Yeah. But yeah.
Can I get a pick?
I feel like at that point, everything that he did, like, kind of came forward. Like Drake was hot, Nicki was hot. Even Tiger was hot in 2010.
Drop with straight drops and then pop bottles poured on the model. Yeah. I don't know. So Bow Wow though, man, y'all sleep, yo. Bow Wow.
He did have some hit, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he had hit.
Was Wayne really rocking in the early 2000s?
Yeah, it'd be like
like
Hot Boy
from like 5 to 15, maybe.
Yeah, you're right though, like 5 to 15. But he was on that
like 2008. I know he was jamming, but
because it'd be like Something Like My Daddy. What was that? 2002.
Y'all listen to early Wayne? I don't think Wayne. I wasn't listening to Wayne to like 2005.
When did Millie came out?
I was like
2010. But like something like My Daddy had to be like 2003, 2002.
That sky is the limit.
But you know, 2010, Rain was doing the rock and roll shit too.
Yeah, I like that stage too. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, you true.
I don't know about that one.
I'm talking about like not like the.
Mo talk about that Knockout album.
I'm talking about like
like
Drake,
that shit
right above it. Not like right above it.
Yeah, he was doing that. Yeah,
Bear Rock. I like
he was on that shit with Kevin Rudolph too.
The polo shoe. I mean the Vans and stuff like that. Skateboarding.
Yeah. Trunk fit.
Yeah. Yeah, he used to rock that. So. That brand probably stinks. Like,
but nah, I feel like Drake definitely had the 2010s. So that was his like. That's him. 2020s. I'm like current. Baby probably the GOAT.
Nah, it's definitely Young Boy, yo.
Nah, it's not Young Boy because Young Boy is not talented.
Hey, Drake dropping it now. You already know. So.
Ain't nobody worried about Drake. Stop it. Do y'all like 21 Savage, yo?
Nah, I don't like he track. Gary, I told you guys because we used to that shit. Chirac stuff.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like his
isn't good.
He ain't real, yo. Then he from the UK. He fish and chips.
Okay, got you. 1 second. Y'all keep talking.
I mean, shit like current right now, you got a Lil Baby. I mean, if you want to throw Dirt in the conversation, you go Dirt, but he ain't really no GOAT. Shit, Young Boy, I don't like his music. Would you throw Uzi in there?
I don't know.
But like, no, 20 Uzi had like 2015 to like 2018 on lock though.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know what I'm saying? That's undeniable.
Yeah. We'll see. We gotta keep this joint moving. Up next, man. Wait for that one to come back. Everybody had a good Halloween. Y'all see the massacre that happened over in South Korea in Halloween? I didn't even know they celebrated Halloween outside the United States.
I didn't know either. It was like 150 people.
Yeah, they got killed. They had some kind of stampede or something. But it's crazy to see that they said that the government's paying for the medical expenses of the people that got injured, and the government's paying for the burial costs of the people that died and things. You would never see nothing like that in the United States.
Oh no, definitely not.
They would blame it on whoever organized that. Should have had some event insurance and everything like that. Would have been crazy. And keep it moving. Redskins for sale, man. They saying Jay-Z ready partner up with Jeff Bezos to buy the Washington Commanders. What's your thought? We talked about it like probably a couple months ago about the Redskins probably relocating their stadium into Virginia. Dang, Cam, you in the blender.
Amazon, right?
Blender, man.
He the one that own Amazon, bro?
Yeah, he own Amazon.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't think there's any black owners in the league right
now. I think there's some minority owners, because you got to remember. I think when you own an NFL team, you can have up to like
Middle Eastern.
Dang, what was the topic?
Redskins being sold.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
I think when you own an NFL team, you can have like up to like 50 people on your ownership team. There's no majority owners that are black, but I do think there's a couple like minority owners. Like
like the
Raiders or the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
The one that owned the Jaguars, he's like Indian or Saudi Arabian.
Yeah, I think Pakistani like that. But I think Jay-Z and Jeff Bezos about to get the Commanders for sure.
Yeah, hopefully I think they should just rebuild the stadium right there.
Right at RFK.
You think it's a good move though?
No, it's impossible. Are you talking about the team?
Yeah, like you think it's a good move. Like,
this man Cam's fighting hard, man. Fighting hard. Fight through it, my brother. Fight through it.
Now the DC teams can have a move.
Right.
My boy is sipping that scissor. So.
I'm dead.
Now, yeah, think about it with the DC teams. It's the nation's capital. I think it's impossible from now on. DC team. Oh, you talking about the move locations, but still keep the DC name?
Nah, they definitely gonna keep the DC name, but
they're probably moving like Woodbridge or something like that.
I think they should keep the stadium right there.
Yeah.
You good now.
They should change the DC Commanders. Yeah. That'd be dope.
The DC Commanders?
No, I definitely think they're going to change the name. But
like the Fairfax Wolves or some shit like that. They got to stay in DC, bro.
Yeah.
I think they should just rebuild the stadium where they currently at.
And that's true, too, because they got that or RFK. They got RFK. That's still like just sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, when they get Jeff Bezos on board, they don't got to get money from taxpayers. He can pay it all.
Yeah, but he's not going to do that.
He's not going to do that. He'll get at least a little bit from him, but I think he'll pay the rest.
The more money you got, the less money you use of your money. That's how
that is true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
And I realized that I used to be like, why isn't this dude just paying for everything? I'm like, bro, if he got opportunity to have people pay for him,
You're gonna have the people come pay for it. You're gonna come there. You're gonna put a proposal together. You're gonna say, "Oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna bring this much economic stimulus into the area and the local surroundings. Going to boost businesses by this. By us coming in and bringing our business here, you need to give us $100 million in tax cuts." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's not. I don't know. Would I personally buy an NFL team? Probably not.
Why not? That's a good investment.
I mean, is it really?
Yeah, it is. It's a guaranteed investment. Yeah. It's guaranteed.
It's an exclusive club.
Football will always. Nobody ever stop watching football.
True. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, Jay-Z. Maybe it's a good move for Jay-Z, man. Just not a move for Kanye.
I think they're gonna get it. I think he's gonna get it. I definitely that team.
Yeah, I definitely think they got to give it to him for the whole thing of with him getting that partnership. Mm-hmm. If he puts out his voice loud enough and he make a stink about it, they definitely got to give it to him.
Right.
And I think he knew that might have been happening. That's why he's been selling his companies, right? And I think that's why, last time we talked about Diddy selling his Bacardi. I mean, not Bacardi. Diddy selling Douce. I think they trying to free up money, right? I think Jay-Z been knowing about this for a little minute because he sold Tidal to Jack Dorsey, right? And then Jack Dorsey left Twitter and went to Cash App. So I've been thinking he knew this was coming down. He showed us part of of Ace of Spades, right? Moet Hennessy. So I think he's been freeing up cash.
Tidal, all that.
Preparing for it.
Yeah. That's probably one of the safest investments you could do with the NFL team. Honestly.
Yeah.
The safest investments you can do.
So we're gonna go ahead and move on. And next, Nicholas Cruz, man, the Parkland shooter was sentenced to life without parole, man. And this is one of the things like we discussed talking about earlier, with every time something happens in the hip hop community, rap. But you don't never see nothing about no death metal or nothing like that, all that kind of stuff. Talking about when these kids go shoot up these schools, yo. When most of the time, when you have this black violence, if you call it that, we're not using the term black on black because there's no such thing as white on white. So, but intercommunal violence in the black community that is personal. Right? When you see it over there, right, they just out to get anybody they can. You know what I'm saying? And you don't never hear that. When they hear them, it's mental health. They were sick. They was doing this and this and this. The government knew. They tried to intervene. They went to rehab. They went to psych ward. You know what I'm saying? It's all these excuses, right? And they taking people like Dylan Roof go shoot up the black church and he get to stop by Wendy's. But you're gonna have Candace Owens release a whole documentary talking about George Floyd died off fentanyl when he had a knee on his neck for 9 minutes.
Yo, I did not know she released that.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. I didn't even know who that she was. Dang, but that's crazy. But it's crazy, like you said, man. And it's crazy. It took 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
Court system is crazy about how long it takes to sentence people. And I know it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, he would have still that time counts. So it's not like he wasn't going to get out anytime soon. But it's crazy how long it takes for something like that to happen. Mm-hmm. At first, I like this better than the death penalty. I feel like you suffer more easily. They get the easy way out.
Mm-hmm.
If you crazy to kill people, you crazy enough to not care about dying. So he would have loved it definitely.
All right, what we talking about?
Cruz getting the death penalty for the Parkland shooting.
Oh, well, yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's a what's the word? A philosophical question. Really.
Like, do you want him to pay for the lives that he took by taking his own life, or just let him sit in jail for the rest of his life?
Right, I would say I feel that's the big suffering.
Yeah, you gotta put yourself in your dad's shoes. I don't know. The death penalty. I mean, I think it's worse because you gotta think most of those people are gonna be on what they call 23-1. That means they in that cell, they only 23 hours in their day. They only get to come out 1 hour for the rest of they live, right? To me, I think that's worse.
Yeah, 100%.
But then at the same time, you gotta look at it. They still got a life. Their family can still write them. They can still have communications, right? And the people like that are infamous like them, well, I went out for a second. The people that are infamous like them, will always have pen pals and things like that. So, they'll have relationships and things, even though it'll be a limited capacity. But I don't know. It's just a tough question.
Crazy. I think it's no question. Life in prison is worse. Because think about it, man. It's like, what I'm saying? Of course, we never kill ourselves, but like, if you killing 24 people, how many people has he killed? He's not afraid of death. You know what I'm saying? His view was like, yo, please kill me. They put him on suicide watch. They want to die quick.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're in prison that long, bro. I don't care who write me. You know what I'm saying? Keep my spirits high.
Right.
That's different, bro. I wonder what's happening. Random too. I wonder what's happening with Sean Urbanski.
Who? Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
The one boy that went to high school with us that stabbed the black boy that went to Bowie State at UND.
I think he requested something new,
Oh no, we're gonna have to stay on that.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. We're gonna keep this thing moving. What's your favorite board game?
For me, definitely Monopoly.
100%.
Stop. Yeah. Monopoly cannot. Have y'all ever played a full game of Monopoly?
Yeah.
A full game is till one person has all the money. Y'all played a full game of Monopoly?
I played the people quick.
We played so like
people play Monopoly for an hour and then it's like, all right.
Well, yeah.
You're supposed to play Monopoly until one person has all the money.
I think we stopped, so it was like no way, like we got too much money.
Right, like people just own the property.
Nah, I might have to go with that old school, that Chutes and Ladders. Y'all know about
I've never played that before, damn my life.
Y'all ain't played Chutes and Ladders?
No,
I gotta see it.
That's the game.
I might download it on iPhone. So.
I'm dead. That was the board game where it was like when you landed on the ladder, you got to go up and skip spaces. And then if you landed on the chute or a slide, you had to go down and lose spaces. That was the game back in the day, man. That's sleep.
Nobody's
I do remember. I do remember that.
Yeah.
You ever played Life?
Nah, I never played Life. Wait, Life was the guessing game? Guess who?
Nah, Life was like you get a little car. The little things like the little families you get put in your car, got different cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nah, I never played that.
Yeah.
What's your honorable mention?
I don't know. Probably Trouble.
Trouble is good, yeah. I'm ready to buy a Trouble, man. They got them joints for $6 on Black Friday from Walmart.
Connect 4 account?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Connect 4.
That is not a board game.
I mean,
it doesn't have a board.
All right, then we're gonna leave out checkers and chess.
Nah, that's old school. Like,
yeah, Connect 4 counts.
Oh, Candyland. Candyland's
like
yeah,
this not a board game, but I'm going with Operate. Yo, that was the joint, yo.
You said what?
Operate.
Oh yeah.
You know, you had to take the bones out of the man, and had
the
joints used to shock you. That used to be a joint. They don't make toys like that no more.
Nah. Yeah. Kids nowadays actually try that shit.
That's crazy.
They're more advanced at younger ages now.
More advanced and more dumb at the same time.
All right. Let's keep moving, man. What's going on with going on with football and all these fights, man. We had some two major joints. You had the MSU and Michigan fight, and then recently a local joint we had between Rivers and Poly and City or something like that.
City and Poly. I mean, but the thing is with the City Poly game, one, that rivalry is like over 100 years old for real.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's a really big game in the city. Like,
and they got disqualified, right?
Yeah, they got kicked out of the playoffs, but I think they try to appeal it now because it really wasn't like the players didn't start it. Like,
it was the coaches.
It was the coaches. So they trying to say like you shouldn't punish the kids for that, but I agree. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just a bad situation. Like them kids, you put them in if you put them in a situation like that, they don't got no choice but to defend themselves.
Right. I'll be right back.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's just a crazy situation. So I feel like they should get to go to the playoffs. Or
they should just suspend those coaches, right?
Right.
Yeah. I do think that they should be able to suspend it. And it seemed like I think the mayor's just doing that because it seemed like from what I was reading, the mayor made the decision, right? He just doing that for political grandstanding, I think. I think, and because I think he went to one of those schools, didn't he?
No, he went to Mervo. But I mean, I feel like he's trying to. I agree with saying like kind of like political trying to take like a tough, stance on like youth crime and stuff because the city's going through a lot of like they have like a lot of juveniles committing crime now. So I guess that's where he's coming from. But you know what I'm saying? It's a football fight, bro. Like people fight in football.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you play football, you say you never had like one group fight, you didn't really play football.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, shit like that happens. Like you got a whole bunch of like, it's football.
Yeah, our coach used to let us fight in practice.
Right, like stuff happens. I mean, it should have been, like I said, it wasn't even the kids; it was the coaches.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't. I just don't agree with the decision.
Yeah, I think whatever players got involved, maybe get a suspension, but the whole team, when the coaches initiated that, is you got to look at it differently from just the kids.
Yeah, like you got
initiating, starting to fight.
Like it really be the grown men, like really, like not even grown, like it really be the grown people messing up for the kids. At the end of the day, it's a kids game. You gotta let the kids play.
Mm-hmm. Last topic. Y'all hear that crazy story about Nancy Pelosi husband getting attacked at their mansion in San Francisco? The man came in there, was trying to beat him with a hammer or something. And he was able to get away and call the police. And then when the police got there, that him and the man was both tussling over a hammer.
Oh no! How old is this man?
I don't know. They're pretty old, man. He got to be at least 60.
Man, I don't know. It's like I mean, you think it's real?
Yeah, I think it's real. I mean, a lot of stuff is going on with these people. That's what I'm saying. You get this cancellation and stuff. You get these people, then they get into them silos, and that's why you got people thinking that Hillary Clinton's eating babies in some pizza restaurant in D.C., right? That's why you got people. I mean, it's on the right and the left, right? You recently, within the last couple of months, had somebody trying to go break into Brett Kavanaugh's house that lives in Chevy Chase, right in Montgomery County. So I mean, it's a lot going on, right? People take this stuff a little bit too far. Yeah. He came there with rope and stuff, asking where Nancy Pelosi was at, trying to get her and tie her up and all this kind of crazy stuff.
That man was on a mission.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like that's just like I mean, it's sad for like America. Just really, there's a lot of stuff going on in America. Like, and the media, they gonna polarize it, talk about the left, especially Fox News. They're definitely gonna run with it.
Nope.
So,
and with that being said, that was the last topic. Appreciate y'all for listening, and we out. Thanks for tuning in to Opinions to Million podcast. Please subscribe, like, comment, share. New episode dropping every week. You want to hop on the next one? Shoot us an email. Follow us on all social media at Opinions to Million. We out.